Good morning, friends. I hope you're all doing well. We appreciate you being here and hanging out with us and being a part of the stream. Let's go over to our chatting screen, and I hope that you all can hear me well and that you can hear the music as well. Make sure to let me know if you can. I wish that I had a way of being able to build in the chirps. We're working on that. This chat should actually work, and it looks like it does. I think, how you liking the YouTube streams? I'm really enjoying the process. I really enjoy streaming over here. It's a lot, of course, we have a little bit of things that we need to work on, such as, we'll have to work a little bit harder, I should say, on making it a community thing. But other than that, it's been pretty great. And speaking of that, we were able to go ahead and set up a new, I would say, in terms of like a membership, in terms of what we got going on here. This is a cricket club membership. And what this does is allows you all to be able to continue to fish in the, now the game is a little different than what you're used to. But the fishing game is still, there's a secondary version that I have built into Discord now. And so you can play there in our private Discord channel that also allows you to, it's essentially, it's the same, so the way that I look at it is that it's the same as if you were going to sub to the channel over on Twitch. It's also actually cheaper than what you would get, and I hope that with the work that we've done, that it would even be able to provide you a little bit more than you would get over there anyway on Twitch. So so we're going to bring back our community nights. We're going to bring back monthly game days as well. It will be a private Discord lounge for talking and all of that, as well as access to our fishing pond. And so with that, also, we're going to have leadership boards that reset every month, and you have a chance to be able to win a free game as well, as long as it's within budget and that we have enough participants. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and click that link. That will give you all the information you need. And I hope that we'll see you all over there. We're probably not going to start too much of the fishing competition until we can get some more participants in. We have 3 right now. Hey, I was wondering if I should join the guild. Absolutely, yeah. We would love to have you in the guild. Once we get into the game, once we get into WoW, remind me, and I will put out my information so we could become friends. And then I can get you invited as well when your pay comes in. Yeah, no worries. Well, I'm glad I joined and you're fishing already. Heck yeah. Well, we're glad to see that as well. I appreciate the support. Has anyone joined yet? We got a couple of people over there. Yeah, we've gotten a few people who are fishing. I'm the one that's primarily fishing the most. I believe that there are some steps that need to be gone through. Katie's already over there. So take that information for what you will. But she's already over there, and I'm going to be getting all the money. So it's not going to be necessarily the fish that you catch, but how much money you get out of the fish that you get. So currently I have $630 in fishing money. And so what you do is you catch the fish. It's not as visually, I don't know, appealing, I guess you could say. It's not as visually appealing as as the fishing game on Twitch was, but it's the best thing that we can do right now until I can either find another solution or make one myself. And I didn't really have the tenacity to be able to make it on my own. So we're just going to use this app right now, and then if we get some more people in there later on, then we'll do a different one. You can play the chirps in your head. I love that, Kate Scott, and we really appreciate all the support. And I know that a lot of you have given support in different ways, and so I'm not you know, this isn't me saying, "Hey, I need you all to do this for me," but it definitely makes it a little bit easier for me to find time to spend doing getting the movies together, getting the fishing competition together, putting some time into that, and overall just trying to create the camaraderie and the community that we had over on Twitch. And so YouTube makes it a little bit more difficult for us because you know we were gathering from gathering from the Discord rather than gathering just from the people that you follow and things like that. So it's a little bit different than it would be. Della, how you doing? Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well as well. We appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. You're in the Cricket Club, absolutely. And personally interested in movie nights, yeah, the movie nights are going to be a lot of fun. And so I have recently resubscribed over to the Disney Channel or the Disney app. And so we're going to have a lot of really cool little, not competitions, but movie segments. So we'll have some community votes on, you know, would you all, like, for example, would you all rather watch all the Marvel movies? Or would you rather watch, you know, all the old school Disney movies from the 80s or something like that. And so we'll have a couple of days every week, or no, I'm sorry, we'll have a couple of days throughout the month that we'll have movie nights, and that'll be a part of that series that we'll be watching, and we'll do that until we're done with them, and then we'll move on and things like that. So there's going to be a lot of fun over on the Cricket Club. So if you are interested in any of that, then that is the place you need to be. Going from there, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna fix I gotta fix one thing for us before we get started. So I apologize about this, but I think you all are going to, not enjoy, but you'll respect the change once we do it. You'll be like, oh, I'm so glad that you fixed that. In my head, I'm going to be. So we're gonna go with that. Okay, so let me see if I can remember. Wow. My elements are gone. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to go over to stream elements, and I gotta fix my chat because my chat box, while I can still kind of see it, it is a little too translucent, so it makes it a little bit more difficult for you all to see it as well. So we want to try to fix that if we can. Yeah, Della, I hope you were well, and I appreciate you being here and hanging out with us today. I hope your day is going by. Today's Sunday, so we don't want today to go by quickly. What am I trying to do here? I'm clicking all the buttons, but not the ones that I need, and I hate when I do that. Chat, it's a bit ethereal. Yeah, it really is. Well, so what I had to end up doing is going over to Stream Elements and then signing into the YouTube version of that or whatever. Okay, so at least the chat works. That's one good sign. This should be quite a bit better. Save it. Okay, let's just make it. Oops. Okay, there we go. So let's emulate this. Anyway, we're gonna save that and then back out. And there's nothing else that got changed other than the fact that it doesn't look like it works now, but oh, woe is our life, I swear. Anyway. Alright, well I fixed it and now it's even more broken, but you know what? Such is life. So yeah, how are y'all doing? I hope you're all doing well. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's just a little behind. But anyway, we now have YouTube chat over on our screen, which I'm excited about. Doing great. I'm still loafing in bed about to chug an energy drink. Heck yeah. Man, that sounds awesome. What's your poison, Della? Which one do you go for? I have not had an energy drink in a while, but I usually always go for the sugar-free Red Bulls. Alright, I think that was all the announcements that I wanted to make. The big one was trying to get everybody to know that we're going to be doing things a little bit differently over here. in with the Cricket Box and the Cricket Club and all of that. We're still gonna have the Cricket Box, which is you know, the general place for us to hang out, get information, share pictures and things like that. But we do have a designated private area now for members, where you can play the fishing game, you can be a part of our fishing competition, and participate in book club, movie nights, and game nights as well. And like I said, we want to make sure that you all know that that's available, and that's probably how we'll keep the majority of the support for the channel available up until we can actually start getting monetized over on YouTube, which is, of course, the plan. And then we'll go from there. Let's see here. I'm probably going to call you Quinn, just on the sake of that's what the name is saying the things. But if you would like me not to, I will try my best to remember. I woke up about an hour, tried to get about to go get yourself a protein shake. Nice, yeah. It's coffee flavored. You gotta love that. I mean, anything coffee flavored is gonna be pretty good. My dad recently bought some chocolate covered coffee beans. And man, I'm telling you, those things are delicious. I could absolutely eat the whole damn bag and not be sorry at all. But I try not to, because he's trying to be as good as he can about his sugar intake, because he just found out that he's got diabetes. And I'm sure, hopefully, knock on wood, I won't have that problem. But it's pretty prominent in our family, so we'll have to see. Coffee is my energy go-to, mine too. I think it's a great way to trick your brain about the coffee. It really is, yeah, absolutely. That artificial flavor, you know. I don't know how they get so close without it actually not being the thing. It goes to show you, they probably put quite a bit of things in coffee to make them taste the way they do, I guess. It is your name after all. Change my name in the Discord to Quinn to make it easier. Well, thank you. I really appreciate you doing that. I have a problem trying to keep up with things sometimes, so yeah, well, as Buck so kindly calls fancy coffee, fancy dirty bean water. And that name, I don't think I'll ever forget that. And I try to call it that and normalize that as often as I can, because I think it's hilarious. So there's that. Fancy dirty bean water. Alright. Yeah, it's super delicious. Later in life too, it's a rough adjustment to make it for, yeah. And he had, the reason why he even knew that is because he had you know, that heart condition. He had open heart surgery 2 years ago, I guess. Man, it felt like, I want to say last year, but I don't think it was last year. And so his, you know, this year and last year have been a really, really big impact on his life, just, you know, for the sake of him being able to eat what he wants. You know, and it's spiking him not, you know, feeling good and not sure why, and now he knows why, but it's frustrating because, you know, I mean, he's lived his entire life, 60 plus years, being able to eat what he wanted, you know, and he's a man of, you know, precedence. He does what he does, and that's just the way he is, kind of thing. And when he gets used to living one way, it's a really hard adjustment. And, you know, you can't even go, it's like, you would think that, okay, well, I'll just eat a bunch of grapes, because that can't be bad for you. But grapes have so much natural sugar in it that it'll spike it, you know, and so you have to kind of put filters on everything that you learn just to make sure that you're eating the right things. I used to put 3 sugars in your coffee and teas, but I would drink about 5 a day, so I cut down the sugar, changed the ground coffee beans instead of the processed stuff. Yeah, see, I did the same thing so throughout my young adult life, I should say, from like 20 to probably even 32 or so. I'm 38 now. I drink a lot of coffee. I mean, I would drink 4 or 5 coffees a day, and those would be, you know, like Starbucks style, high sugar, the syrup and all the fixins that you could possibly put in there, all the worst stuff basically. And now recently, I've cut my coffee all the way down to where I don't even put sugar in it. I just put powdered creamer in it. And I've you get used to it. So lately, I've been able to really enjoy coffee for its at least I feel like kind of natural flavor. Other than I would love to drink black coffee, but I just can't do it. I don't have the stomach for it anymore. It just it kills me. And I don't think that I eat enough in order for it to really kind of do what it needs to do. Um, so yeah, I try to limit my coffee now down to about two coffees a day without any sugar at all, and it really does what it needs to do. I still end up I'm sending Cricket Dad all the good vibes. It's hard, especially losing control. Yeah, exactly, and that was the thing, Della, is that he had a lot of comfort foods, and when you take all those away, like he's a man of habit, he liked his donuts and his coffee in the morning, and he's been having that since he was on his own since 1980. 40 years where he's been able to just eat donuts every day in the morning, and that's just what he does. I'm not, I mean, he wasn't even really that big of a guy, as in, like overweight or anything. He's a, relatively smaller frame kind of guy, shorter guy. So, it's been really tough on him. We've been trying to make, baked goods and stuff for him to eat, but it's just not the same. And so yeah, it's been an adjustment, but we're getting there. We're figuring it out. It's like the trick now, and I'm kind of glad that I'm kind of seeing it firsthand, because whatever happens to him is probably in some way or another going to affect me in my later years as well. So knowing all the tricks to making it all work is really good. Like if you put something in your stomach, like meat or cheese or something like that, to kind of soak up all the bad calories or whatever sugars, then you have a better chance of not getting your sugar spiked too much when you have something that you may not should have had, or whatever the words. Let's see here. I used to know a person who had a cup of coffee with 7 teaspoons of sugar. Whew, my goodness, that's a lot of sugar. Grapes are one of the highest sugar fruits, and it's so easy to eat a lot of grapes. I know. I mean, my dad and I were just talking about when I was little, or when we were younger. I would grab a big, I'd wake up and grab a whatever you call the little branch of them, a bundle of them, and just eat them. Or when I was little, we would get them and rinse them off and put them in a bucket, or not a bucket, but like a Tupperware container. And I would just sit there in the couch and watch cartoons in the morning and eat a handful or whatever. And who knows really how many I ended up eating. For black, it used to make me sick to my stomach, even when seeing it. It's called coffee syrup. Yeah, I would like to be able to have black coffee again, but I know it even makes me feel. Even if I have too much coffee the way that I have it now, if I don't eat enough, it'll still make my stomach hurt pretty bad. Could never drink unless I was completely out of milk. Too bitter for me. If I'm out of milk, I make black coffee in a small cup and chug it. That's probably the way to do it. I used to drink black espresso, just plain right out of the grinder, right out of the coffee maker, and whew, that was rough. But I do it because I worked nights, and it was so hard for me at first when I first started doing it to stay up. Well, to stay active for that long when you're not used to staying up that late. But, we don't have ads in the same traditional sense as we have here, because we're not monetized over here. So we don't have a lot of breaks or anything in that regard. I wish that we could get the fishing game going over here, but it just isn't built in to how they have it set up over here on YouTube. But what we can do is we can go ahead, and I think we should switch over to the game and get all of that going. So today I'm gonna not level. I'm going to heal a little bit on my paladin because I've been finding that that has been a lot of fun for me to play. And then we're gonna do, if we have time, we're going to do our um, we're gonna do the Blood Elf Heritage armor as well. I think it'll be pretty good. I always eat my breakfast before drinking coffee since I had stomach issues. That's probably the best way to do it, Angel. I'm not gonna lie. That is probably the best way. Perhaps you could make a mini fishing clip to play when you need to go AFK or something to scratch our itch. Maybe, possibly. I mean, the best way to do it is just to, oh yeah, I'm in this raid. Oops. I forgot about that. I also didn't do any kind of announcement that I was over here on the YouTube, so let's do that real quick too. Bear with me 1 second. I wonder if I got any loot. Bet you I did not, but you never know. You never know. And I really appreciate everybody who has been coming through and watching my videos lately. That helps tremendously. And if you ever wanted to know, if let's just say you've got a couple of minutes or you are in a place where you can just have something running in the background and you really want to help, the best way to do that is to go over to my playlists and go over to Twitch. What is it called? Twitch stream. These are the longest streams or the longest videos that I have actually active right now on YouTube. And if you just sit there and played one of those or two of them, and they'll play automatically through it, that'll help me tremendously because we got to get like 5,000 hours of view time. We're at like 1,000, so we need 4,000 more viewing hours. So if you could do that, that would be very, very helpful. But you don't have to, of course. It's just a recommendation. If you were looking for a way to be able to help, that would be it. Okay, well, I am totally 100% dead, which is not great, but it happens. Cricket fishing a cricket in the fish pond. Exactly. I figured you all would really like that a lot. I can do that on my gym days. Just sit and forget. Exactly. Exactly. And so it'll just, that'll play automatically and it'll really help a lot. Like I've got a couple people doing that for me right now, and it has been very, very, very useful. Let's see here. Bear with me 1 more second. I'm just putting in some promotions here, trying to say, hey, I am live, and if you would like to say hello, then this is the place that you would do that in. So bear with me for one moment while we do that. They will be playing every night from now on since I like your voice, and it's an excellent way for me to sleep better. Well, I love that for you. I especially love that for you because it will definitely help me out a lot, and you will have something to always be able to watch. I mean, a lot of these things, it was back in the day before I had any sense. I was putting 8, 9 hour video YouTube or Twitch VODs out there. And for anybody who was ever interested in maybe doing this at one point in time in their life, or maybe you are a streamer and you're looking to do YouTube stuff, I highly recommend not putting 6, 8 hour YouTube VODs on there. It does help with the hours, but the chances of somebody sitting through all of that is very, very minimal. All right, hang on a second here. I'm typing and talking in the same time. Never ends well for me. All right, let's do it this way. Bear with me. I'm so sorry about this, everybody. I know you all are here to hang out and jam, not watch me and listen to me type. And I apologize about that, but we're getting there. It's a good thing about all of this Gotta make sure to let everybody know where we are. That way, it'll make it easier. When I type and talk at the same time, I always end up typing what I was saying. That's exactly what I was doing. Oh, I can fly. When can you fly as a dead person? Alright, I guess that was something that happened a while ago. Is there one playlist to do that? There is. So if you go over to where the playlists are, I'll actually link it right now for Chaw. Because that'll probably be better than just telling you. Bear with me 1 second. Videos. There we go. There you go. That's the best place to watch the watch stuff. This stream will be in that as well, but that's where the majority of my longer videos are, and that's what I need more than anything else right now, is for all those to be watched as much as possible. Just replacing it in streams during work with the vids to fill the void. I know, and I really do hope, Della, at one point in time we'll be able to get back to those days. I've been enjoying the process so much that we probably will be able to find ourselves doing that again, and I hope that we're able to do it very frequently, to where we're back on like 4 or 5 days a week. So hopefully that will work out. But so this is my paladin that I've been playing kind of on the offline. I've been having a lot of fun healing. I'm not the best healer. It does get relatively tough sometimes, but we're getting there. We're getting better at it. There's one thing that I wanted to do really quick before we moved on to anything else. There's a hidden toy out here that we can actually grab. And I don't know if any of you all have spent much time over in Karesh, but I'll show you exactly what to do to get that toy. Perhaps I can listen on my TV when we're doing chores around the house. Might even learn some things. You just might. I don't know if anybody has ever learned anything from my videos or anything like that, but I hope so. I hope y'all are enjoying that. Okay, and so in order for us to get this toy, I think all we need to do is click on this here. We get that. We gotta go in here. So this gives us a debuff called Mail Overflow. And so we have to distribute the overflow of mail in each of these little containers here. There we go. Put one there, and we'll put one here. And one more over here. And then there's a box that opens up over here, and we should get a new toy. Yay, toys. There we go, we got it. So it's the Postmaster's Express Hearthstone toy. So let's see what that does. Oh yeah, we gotta click it first. There it is. Very nice. Very cool. And then we got the new toy. Katie, how you doing? Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Found this by accident. Was just trying to check my mail, and you got that? That's awesome. I love that when you accidentally find things like that. That's what makes this game so amazing. Is that there really is a lot of things hidden around that you would never know unless there was people who make videos that I watch. You know, I watch videos to get ideas to make videos, but sometimes it's stuff that I knew about that I try to make stuff up, videos about. I'm saying the word video a lot, I feel like. Healing makes me so nervous in dungeons and raids. Trying to watch my feet for mechanics while also making sure no one is dead can be tricky. Della, you're not wrong. The biggest problem I have with healing is making sure that I'm keeping myself alive. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to die. I wonder who's gonna heal. Oh wait, it's my job, and then I'm dead. So it's a problem. Lost track of time and saw. Oh, no worries at all, Katie. We appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. And all the rest. There we go. And we're gonna make Katie our moderator as well because she's moderator over on the Twitch anyway, so it'll be good. And without even asking or anything, we're just gonna go ahead and make that happen. So good job, me. I'm gonna high five myself on that one. This is wrapped up in healing, trying to watch the actual fight, and that's the reason why. Is most of these fights are new to me. So I really have no idea if any of it works or not, or what to expect in the fight. I wonder if I did end up getting any new gear. I went in the raid just to see what it was like, but it ended up being a run, and I didn't want to run that. I wasn't intending to actually do the instance, so I logged out. But it looks like it let me. They ran me through anyway. But I don't know that I got anything that's worthwhile. Sword of Power. Well, it's more like a Wrench of Power, it looks like. Wrench of Bonk, exactly. But yeah, I really appreciate you all coming and hanging out with us and being a part of the stream today. It has been, it's so nice that you all keep coming back. I don't know why you do, but I am very, very, very much appreciative of it. Because you guys are thebomb.com. I play Holy Priest for my healer. You know, that was another thing that I tried to do is I tried to make sure to find a healer that I could actually do it on. So we're gonna try to do a little healing today and see exactly where we end up. It seems like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know why. It's the voice for sure. Maybe. I don't know. It's like we like you or something. I know, right? I don't know. I don't get it, Katie, but we appreciate it anyway. I hope you're having a good day, though. I hope things are going well for you. I hope you're feeling better also. Yeah, crickets have forever had soothing voices and calming presence. So what more could you want than a cricket who could just soothe all of your woes? I'm just kidding. I'm not saying that I can do that, but crickets are, they do have healing properties, though. I have 2 giant fuzzballs in here. Almost 100% overhead cold, so you can't complain. Oh, you're almost 100% over the head cold. Chirp every now and then. Oh yeah, you know I could do that. Can you all hear that? You should be able to hear it. Yeah, I think I might be able to mix it up to work over here. And when I do that, then everything that I had working over on Twitch should work here, like the head pats and everything. We'll have to figure out a different way to doing the head pats, though, instead of the redeem. So we'll have to see. You can hear it? Nice. Alright, so we're kind of just waiting around for a second to see if we can get a group. Apparently, finding a full group for this stuff is going to be difficult. More difficult than I thought. Okay. And so on this paladin, the plan for me is to do all of the Arathi stuff out there because it's all based off of paladins and humans and their kind of like where they all started from, which I think is really cool. So, I never know what portal to take. Oh, it actually says. I never realized that. Cool. Full group for what? See, it's another one of those moments where I was saying things and I totally lost track of what my point was. There we go, a BRB screen with cozy cricket and chirps, exactly. You know, who knew WoW could be so cozy? Oh, what am I queued for? I'm queued for heroic. A random heroic. Usually doesn't take too long, but apparently we're hurting for healers today, so... But it never seems to... And to me, I never feel like I'm waiting for a healer, but always waiting for tanks. There used to be an overabundance of tanks, it felt like. But these days, they're kinda rare. Just a little bit rare. Yeah, so the plan for today, though, is to do a little healing if we can, and if we've got time, then we'll finish up the Blood Elf. We're gonna finish the Blood Elf Heritage Armor quest as well, which I think will be pretty cool. And if you would like or want to jump in and help out, feel free. We've got plenty of room as long as you're on the Alliance side. You have to wait for a dungeon. You never have to wait for a dungeon? I must be on the wrong server. Wrong server or something. How you doing, Bryce? We appreciate you coming through and hanging out with us. How are things going for you, my friend? Welcome on in, my friend. Alright, we're flying over to the Arathi place to kind of do, I'm gonna do a little bit of questing out there. Because I'd like to finish the entirety of the story out here, as well as get all the Hollow Arathi experience, or reputation, I should say. Yeah, of course. Absolutely, Bryce. We appreciate you coming through. I know this isn't Twitch. It's a little different, but we're going to be... This is our home now. We're hanging out here. And it's actually a really good move. I'm glad that we did it. Yeah, I do as well, Quinn. I'm enjoying the lamplighters a lot.
We must settle in lands shadowed from Beladar's light. The darkness strikes out with threats not even our key flames can dispel. Aid us, outsider. Be our beacon in the darkness.
But specifically, just, as a delve complete. Work hard, play hard. It'll just take a while. We got 15 minutes for that. Let's see here. Undermine. Here we go. Alright, we'll start here. Yeah, I think the Flames Radiance has been really, really, it was really cool, and this is all gonna go into... I have a strong feeling that this timeline is gonna probably be the one that's gonna be carried on to the next expansion. So I want to do all that I can out here to get all the experience, and I really like this zone anyway. I felt like this is my absolute favorite place to level when I was doing it the first time on my druid. Alright. So we're gonna have to switch our spec though. The only downside to being a healer is at first it's a little bit harder to keep up with the gear and everything that you need. Because I've been leveling up, or yeah, I've been maxing out my holy armor, and my protection armor is not keeping up that well with what we got going on. That's alright, we're gonna just myrtleize a bunch of stuff. It's gonna be a good time. Bunch of bugs. Nice. What do you all got planned for today? Is there anything big happening for y'all this weekend? I mean, I know that weekend's almost over, but nothing really huge for us. It's gonna rain like a mother all week for us. So we're in for a lot of inside days coming up. Just got a lot of work going on. I can imagine. It's pretty average, pretty normal for you. Especially since today's your Friday, so I hope you get a couple of days off, though. You're able to dig some holes, or whatever. Do all the other work that you haven't been able to do. More mowing. Yeah. You know, I don't think we're going to have to probably do too much mowing anymore, which is good. Those days are pretty much over for the year, hopefully. Maybe one more time, possibly if it gets hot next month, but we'll have to see. It's pretty sparse right now. First day of spring, so it's always windy and rainy, 49. That's not too bad. I would be alright with that. If it was 49 right now, I'd have my windows open. Oh, Bryce. Happy spring indeed. Yeah, that's got to be pretty exciting. I'm sure you're probably pretty happy that the weather's going to start turning around and being a little bit warmer. That won't be too bad. Let's see here. I think, yeah, that was the last one of those, and then we gotta get 8 more of these leaf nose meat. See, we're killing the wrong things. We're supposed to be killing these bats. Been loving watching the leaves come back to the trees, flowers blooming. Never seen snow in my whole life, although it doesn't snow in some parts of Australia. You never seen snow. Well, it's not. I mean, I can understand wanting to see it for the sake of not having seen it before, but dealing with it on the everyday is not that much fun. Not too much fun. Plowing, cutting it all down. We got 3 quests done over here. Yeah, German Shepherds are pretty great. I was hoping to at least heal 1 dungeon. I've been in queue for 12 minutes. Apparently need to kill these guys. Let's see, where's that slab? We had 3 of these things. Yeah, exactly. It's only fun when you get to play in it. We gotta, so, one other thing we're gonna probably be doing soon is leveling up a undead for the Forsaken armor as well. So we'll try to cover all the armors that we can. Unfortunately, I've already done the human or paladin version of that, because I didn't know I was going to be streaming it. So fortunately, we missed the opportunity on that one, but we'll catch all the other ones. Get as many as we can. Yeah, things have been going pretty good. It's not too bad. Been enjoying streaming over here, making videos, and doing all the things. Been very, very, very busy. So it's led to not being able to stream as often, but we're trying to make everything work. We'll get there eventually, you know? I know a lot of friends have been playing Voyagers of Nera lately. I hope y'all have been having lots of fun with that. If you're out there playing that now. Love the shorts. Really cool to see some good content. Heck yeah. No Twitch stream. We're not. We are not gonna stream on Twitch anymore. It's just throughout what I would like to do and the content that I enjoy creating is more or less what we're doing now over on YouTube. So I think the Twitch days are long past. Probably not going to be going back. But we appreciate you being here, Philip. I hope you're having a good day. Okay, we got that quest done. What else do we need? We needed the other thing. Oh, sweet. Buck last night and a bunch of people came in during clip commercials and said there was a bunch of you and him, so we're not talking about you and how much fun you two are. I'm not sure if that's gonna work that way. We might be able to. He's expressed interest in doing some YouTube stuff too, so maybe that would work. Oh yeah, I'm in the wrong fucking spec. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh jeez. I'm not the right spec, so that's gonna be bad. You know, 1 second. Yeah, I mean, he'd have to stream over here in order for that to probably work. Please stop pulling things. Dang, I figured I'd ask. This adage, though, I would think. So you've retired from Twitch, yeah, basically. There we go, now we can actually heal. That's way better. Luckily, nobody took too much damage, which is kind of hilarious. Guild is more alliance or horde based. I think they're more alliance than they are horde. It doesn't really matter though. In terms of being able to do content, everybody's got a pretty equal basis. If you're alliance, to get in the guild, you just go through the guild recruitment thing and put in there that you know me on my Twitch or whatever. Just say I know Cricket from Twitch or YouTube, and they'll invite you. And if they don't, then I will let them know, and we'll get you invited anyway. But just putting that should be enough for them to... Time to force Buck on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. I think it's just... It's the same reason I didn't want to do it at first, but for me, it's just better here for what I want to do in the long term. So that's why we're over here. It was always the goal to be over here anyway.
Power eludes your grasp, Aldalin. A tenet of your cartel.
Power without wisdom leads to ruin, Solid.
Wow, this is bad. This is not great. You should have a good mix between them both. I do stream on Twitch. Not as much. Not out of line of sight. I have 2 alliance and 2 horde to bring over. Very nice. Bongo cat game. The fuck is this? Freaking Fluffy's inviting me to play Bongo cat game. What in the hell? What a loon.
You are unworthy to lay claim to these. You desecrate these.
I was wondering why that was flashing. Yeah, that's no worries. We should be able to get you over there on those. What do you normally play, by the way, Quinn or Imp? These guys are so buff. I mean, there's a really, I think that I'm probably even beyond heroics at this point in healing, but I'm just doing it for the practice. I want to get like the worst group as possible just so I can have the best amount of practice healing people. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them do that. Or maybe I gotta stand on one of these. Oh shit. I hate this fight. Because I don't know where this stuff goes. In goes back here. Alright, well. There. In the corner. Oh, we got it. I play all kinds. I got a hunter, a warlock, a monk, 2 priests, a death knight, and a demon hunter. Hell yeah. Did I already do one? I think it's wrong. We're gonna die. I'm gonna die. Good grief. I haven't I've only ever done this a couple of times. It's so stressful the first time. Oh yeah. No doubt. It's stressful when nobody knows what's going on and they just want to yell. But anyway, we beat it. That's all that matters. Here we go. Heck yeah. Now it's easy breezing from now on.
But our path remains true.
Easy breezy. Gotta lurk for a bit to take the doggos out and pretend to be a functional human being. No worries, Della. You're doing a great job. And it's Sunday, so give yourself a little more credit. But I hope you enjoy your Sunday morning. We'll probably be here for a little bit here, so... Cricket, ideally, you want your stream sound to be a bit louder. So are you having a hard time hearing me?
Intriguing artifacts.
Over the game and everything?
Among the ruins of the Black Empire, yes?
Ye have an eye for treasure, but not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
No. You lot men with the wrong buckaroo.
Our captain is a dragon! The captain is a dragon!
I'm gonna heal this guy. The whole thing's on the quieter side. Yeah, it has to do with something. How it's picking up the audio. I'll have to play around with it. It has something to do with how the sound is coming from my stream. Let's see here. Close that. We should probably keep people alive though, huh? Not do this while I'm healing. Now, if I only had like 14 more screens, things would be fine.
Chest of gold to whoever brings me their tongue. Take no prisoners.
My whole stream is low. That's alright, we'll fix it here once we get done with this dungeon. Wow. How'd the tank die like that? That's not great.
Take no prisoners.
I guess that was on me, huh? Rip. Yeah, I could have rezzed him maybe.
All hands on deck.
Didn't do it. We're not doing great.
You know not the power you chase.
That's alright. We've done way better on that fight before. Not sure what happened there. Okay. Now it's only the worst fight in the entire dungeon. This is fine. Let's see here. So this one. Let me know when they're pulling. Because we're not looking. We're not looking. They're definitely pulling.
Must you hound my every step? You cannot control this power. The artifact belongs in a museum.
Only the withered and dead belong in museums. Like your cartel.
Yeah, we're still got a little bit to learn. This is only the second time we've ever streamed on YouTube, so my apologies for the audio. I'm gonna work on that and try to get this better for y'all. They might be looking for treasure. Yeah, always looking for treasure. Alright, we kept them alive kind of that way. Alright, that went better. When the tank isn't dead, things go really well, you know?
I will unmake you.
I shouldn't have popped that already, oh well.
All the stars are mine. This power
Yeah, these stars align thing.
must bow before cartel's soul. Oppose me and be extinguished. You are nothing.
Huh.
Oppose me and be extinguished.
Okay, I guess I'm doing them all.
How dare you hinder me?
I keep forgetting to heal. I want a bow, lady is rude. I know, right?
The tools of creation,
It's fine.
at my command.
Got all of its health back. That's not great. Wow.
The realms. I can feel them all. The power of the first ones. Mine to control.
It's like one heck of a party. That's what I'm saying. It's not a good party.
Creation. My goddamn. Must
We did not do well, but it's okay.
The first ones hate these artifacts for good reason. They are not meant for us.
It's fine. I don't know what to do with. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Apparently, what I was doing was not what we were supposed to do. All right, let me take a look here and see if I can fix this. No, this is the wrong one. think we're okay out there. Perfect. Sorry about this, everybody. Just want to double check one thing. Well, not one thing. I'm gonna try to fix the audio. Okay, Scott, I hope you were doing well, though. We appreciate you being here. How are things going for you? Okay, that's details. That's not gonna help. Settings, maybe? Communication. No. Hmm. Okay. So we're just gonna verify that everything is correct. There's no delay there. Yeah, it definitely has something to do with how it's going through my audio. That's the problem. But when you're live, there's no way to fix that. There's no way to verify exactly how it's coming through the system. So that is kind of a little bit of a nuisance. I'm not sure how to fix that when you're live or even see exactly what it's trying to go through. I guess we could do. Okay. Did the audio change at all when I just did what I did? Maybe not. Probably not. But sometimes it might. 'Cause I bet you it's louder now, but I'm probably not as loud. There we go. Hear you just fine. I'm glad to hear that. I am glad to hear that. Okay. So let's turn these in.
Shadows continue to gather where we least expect them.
I
Take
think
to the skies and strike them down.
we'll go and start on the Blood Elf armor now.
We are prepared. We lose so many to the darkness.
As a part of what we got going on there. I do like the music here too. I think it's pretty awesome. Bear with me. You grumpily put dinner in the crock pot. Now trying to do a couple of small chores. Well, hey, you're working on it though. That's a good thing. Dinner in the crock pot is it's kind of like life's hidden secret of cooking. Okay, I'm not sure why we're so slow, but we're logging out to go over to our paladin, our other paladin. this guy, and go from there. Now we're a Blood Elf Paladin. I think before we get started with that, though, I'm going to take a quick break for a couple of moments. So we're just going to go in the BRB screen. I'm going to use the restroom, and then we will be back here momentarily. So if you could just hang on the line for us, and there's no commercials or anything, but maybe check out the Discord, and maybe even check out the Cricket Club if you're interested. But anyway, we're going to go BRB for a couple of moments, and we'll be right back shortly. back. I hope y'all enjoyed the break. You were able to get up, do some things that you needed to do, and get some snacks and all the rest. We're going to be finishing up the armor here. It's going to be a good time. Finishing up the Blood Elf armor. I wasn't able to really see. I wasn't able to make any. So I changed the mic on my end just a tad, raised me up a little bit. So hopefully, maybe y'all can hear me a little better. But overall, things seem to be okay. So we'll continue to do what we got to do. K Scott, did you ever end up figuring out what game you were gonna play? You'll have to make sure to share that with us as well. Go from there. All right. And so, one thing I did want to remind everybody is that the best way to help us with the channel and grow and do all the things is to watch this playlist right here that I'm going to link to you all. This is the long form content that we posted from some VODs earlier. So what we're looking for now on our YouTube side is, of course, subscriptions. So if you're not already subscribed, click that sub button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it definitely helps me out a lot. But the secondary thing is to watch those videos that I'm listed in that playlist, because that is a secondary recommendation that we need in order for us to get where we need to be with YouTube. Very nice. It's pinned. Let's go ahead and also get. There we go. And Angel is now also a mod because they were a mod over on the other channel. So congratulations, Angel. Sorry, I didn't see that before. But yeah, it's definitely posted there, as well as our cricket club. So if you wanted to get back into the fishing competition, then you can do it that way. And that's the best way to do that. We're going to also have some fishing competitions. We're going to have movie nights and gaming nights as well. And that does not exclude or only include World of Warcraft. There's going to be a lot of games coming up here that we're going to have a lot of updates for, such as Grounded 2. RuneScape is going to come out with a big update soon. So all those games that we've been enjoying in the last couple of months, we'll be able to enjoy again together, hopefully. So that's all going to be coming up in the next couple of months as well. So feel free to do that if you want. Yeah. And thank you, Angel, for being so willing to continue to be my mod. I really appreciate that. Yeah, the channels are open. Also, Katie, on the Patreon, I have a how-to guide on how to get set up with the Discord. There's a couple of things you got to do on the Patreon side in order for it to link with your Discord, and I think that's the problem that you're having. So you and Tiefling are the other two people that I have on the list. So it's my mom, you, and Tiefling right now. And my mom has it all set up because I set it up for her. But if you have any questions, reach out to me on the Discord, and we'll be able to get you all signed up and ready. Figure out for sure. Yeah, absolutely. You got to get that fishing in. Got to get ahead. Do what you got to do, you know? Okay, and so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be trying to get the Blood Elf Heritage Armor. So we were able to get the quest, this quest right here, that allowed us the Pride of the Sindar Eye. So we're going to talk to this guy that's in front of me, and he should give us the quest that we need to do in order to get the Heritage Armor for the Sindar Eye. Sindar Eye is just a fancy word for Blood Elf.
The rebuilding continues. We are a nation on the rise.
Tranquillian. Okay.
I will accompany you on your journey through the Ghostlands. Meet me in Tranquillian.
I don't know that this character's ever even been there yet. So we're gonna go to Tranquillian. I don't believe I can fly here, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of hoofing it, as it were. Pun not intended. This is a really pretty little town. I'm glad they're gonna be bringing this back for the next expansion. So apparently this is gonna be an Alliance and Horde town, which is kind of weird, but we'll just have to see what ends up happening with that. I think there's a little mini quest chain that we got to do out here, just like we did for the Night Elf one.
Our enemies will fall. Death.
It's been a long time since I've been out here. Yeah, apparently the dead scar is going to be all healed up and everything out here. This whole zone's going to be completely different. Here in the next couple of months, even. Yeah, I honestly, I think that was a moment where the Blizzard people wrote themselves into a giant corner. Because I had sneaking suspicions that was going to be the next big city. You know, that the Horde was going to upgrade from Orgrimmar to Undercity. But it didn't turn out to be that way, huh? It will be Alliance and Horde. Yeah, it's going to be a lot like how Dalaran was set up. There's going to be places where you can't go as an Alliance or Horde. It should be interesting.
I greet you on behalf of Silvermoon. We find strength in the Horde.
Light the first memorial's flame.
Aliel Shalam.
The Forsaken. I don't know that we can. I don't think we can fly out here yet.
Glory to the Sindori. Keep your wits about you. Shorelaran.
Yeah, see, I never did any of these quests. We cannot fly, right? Nope, sure cannot. And we're gonna have to hoof it again. I wonder if they're gonna allow us to fly out here. I guess that they would. Because they're gonna repurpose the whole area. So that should be kind of interesting to see exactly like I said, what happens with that. Probably gonna need to fix our spec as well, because I am in holy spec right now. Probably go ahead and do that now. Okay, so apparently we never played this before, and yeah, we'll just do that, sure. Fly to the Titans, Avenging Wrath, gotta have it. Okay, sorry about this. Gonna respec ourselves real quick. have a lot of things. This here. Actually, Avenging Wrath goes here. This goes. Reduce all the damage taken. That should probably go there. That's like the a double crap button. Double or triple. Okay, yeah, that looks about right. Alright, where did our paladin mount go? There we have it.
This is where the end began. My company was patrolling the forests near Zulaman when we received word of a scourge invasion. We were wholly unprepared for what we encountered. Quel'Thalas had enjoyed years of idyllic peace, and suddenly, we were facing death itself. I lost my eye in that battle, and would have lost my life were it not for Haldoran. Words cannot describe the devastation our people suffered that day. That any of us survived to tell the tale is a miracle. One that we cannot afford to waste. The light of the Sunwearer be with you. Silvermoon will know prosperity again.
Going here, okay. This is just like a little world tour of the proceedings of what happened to Quel'Thas. That's pretty cool. We're level 50 here. It's kind of, it's all the same level I am. Here we go. This is the way to do it. Kill them all, man. We leveled up. Nice. Forgive me, for many people, was when we realized death was coming for us.
What I do,
And light the second
I do
flame.
for Quel'Thalas.
You just got a legendary crate and the fishing on Discord. Oh my gosh, Angel's already killing it over there, y'all. Already killing it. I love that. Thank you for your support, Angel. I appreciate that. So we're gonna head over this direction.
We have made many sacrifices.
You have 1,500? Man, that's crazy. Not sure what happened there. Okay, I think we were supposed to kill him in the circle here. There we go. Okay. It's counting now. Oh wow, okay. Just go through the wall then, that's fine. One more of these things we gotta kill. Light the second flame. Okay. It's right here.
Sylvanas Windrunner was our kingdom's protector. Had she and her rangers not met Arthas with such fierce resistance, our people might no longer exist. She paid the ultimate price, so that enough of us might escape to rebuild our fallen kingdom. When Arthas raised her as a banshee and turned her against Quel'Thalas, it broke all our hearts.
That's what
I've had
happened.
my share of disagreements with Sylvanas, but I will never forget her sacrifice. She was the Ranger General of Silvermoon. Nothing will ever change that. Baladash, Malinore. We are a nation on the rise.
Witness the fall of the Ranger General.
Silvermoon will know prosperity again.
Okay. All right, way up here. It's not too bad. We even got like 2 levels out of this, which is pretty hilarious. Not too bad at all. Huh? Not too bad at all. We got a little bit of ways to go before we can we get up north here.
I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
Remember fighting that guy back in the day. He was tough. We had to wait for people to get to that point so you could get help. He was not soloable. I love this quest line. Yeah, I really enjoyed leveling here back in the day. It's going to be really fun to see how they change it too, because I'll probably roll another Blood Elf just to experience it again, to see what the story's like, how they changed it. Does definitely take a little bit of time to traverse the expanse of this area, though. This is a pretty big area. But yeah, clearly you can see I haven't done any of the quests over here yet. It's kind of hilarious. You know, back in the day when we did this area, it felt so... It felt like this was the fanciest region, or, you know, the area, because it was so high res compared to everything else, but now it's just as bad as regular vanilla. And I say bad with kindness in my, you know, I'm not shitting on it at all, because I do really like classic WoW, the aesthetic. But it's very interesting to see it with like that now. Alright.
You there, Fast Rider, man of ballista. Provide cover for the retreating civilians.
Silver Moon Ballista. Heck yeah. Get out of here. Pretty good, even though it's on an upward slant.
Take her, run!
Wow. Oh, that's super sad. You know, I guess I didn't realize that was what was that is what happened. So that's interesting.
The eternal sun still guides us.
As hard as they fought, there was no stopping the relentless march of Arthas and the Scourge to the Sunwell.
Keep unselecting where I'm supposed to go. I'm going this way now. It's relatively, this is a pretty cool little reminder of what happened.
New Belore Delana. Remember the Sunwell.
I'm going down to... I'm assuming we're going back here. Nice. What's the guild name again? It's called the Butcher Shop. I'm not in the guild on this character. This is just a secondary Blood Elf Paladin.
Witness the end. The removal of the final barrier.
Oh, we're getting fatigue. Oh no. I think we'll make it. Yeah, this is the questing area, right? Where the raid is. I have many a memory spending some time over here. It wasn't too bad. How you doing, OJ? Welcome on in. Hope you're well. Oh, there's still some dailies you could do out here. I'm alive. Yeah, about the same. We're doing all right. Yeah, this is basically where dailies came from. What does it want me to do?
Greetings, friend. Seek the path of the light. Good health, long life. Gionis
Sure. Okay.
I answer to the light. Fight well.
Light the final flame.
Shorel Aran. For thousands of years, the Sunwell meant everything to our people. Arthas dealt us a grievous wound when he defiled it. My faith was shattered when Silvermoon fell. I lost sight of who I was. But by the grace of the light, I found redemption before it was too late. Let this monument serve as a reminder of what it means to be Sindorai. That our every deed may honor the sacrifices of those who came before us. No matter how much pain we endure, we will not lose hope. In the face of darkness, look always to the eternal sun.
All the way at the end here. I did this quest with my Blood Elf Monk, and when I was in the Sunwell, I rolled out of the map. You know, I didn't mind coming out here. I was so happy to be considered at endgame when this all came out that I was so happy to do all these dailies. going like the most illogical long way that we can. But you know, that's what we do. What do you got going on today, OJ? You gonna be playing anything later? Mental health day? I hear it. Today's kind of a rough day, so we're gonna finish this up and we'll probably be calling it. Pretty close to the end, I think. I hope so too, OJ.
That is far enough, Prince Arthas. Your march ends here. Narada Belore! You will burn for your actions.
Come on, let me fight you. I'm supposed to be fighting this guy. Okay, I knew that. Yo, boss from the raid, if not mistaken.
Invincible! You may have been formidable once, but I sense your soul fading. Your life force flickering weakly. A flame I will gladly extinguish.
At least I have a soul, you despicable monster.
Not for long.
Not for long. Well, that's awkward, Arthas. Okay, now we gotta go back up here. We'll just go through this here. Shouldn't be that big of a deal, right? Uh-oh. Okay, apparently there's a lot back here. Oh, we can't even go through here. Oh, that's a bummer. Wow, that's awkward. So, one thing I want to clear up about the fishing game, though, is that what we're going to be tracking is how much money you get. However, in that game, you were required to spend money to get to level up your proficiency. Also, you can buy boats. You can buy another fishing pole. You can also buy bait. So at the end of the month, how much ever money you have is going to be the end game. See, I've already had up to 6,000 gold, and I bought a proficiency to where when I sell my fish, I get more money back. So yeah, I have spent 6,000, but now I'm getting like 400 or 500 per fish that I catch. So it's going to be really lucrative. So you really need to dive down and see all of what opportunities you have there, because there's going to be really sneaky ways of making a bunch of money. Just saying. You know, and I don't count whatever I do. I don't count against winning a new game because I'm going to be buying it. So, but that's the only person that's going to be limited, since it's not something to do with the game or anything like that. You're paying for your time to play it. So, whoever gets to spend the most time doing that is going to be the winner, probably. But it's going to be really fun. I'm excited about it. I'm talking about the fishing tournament that we're doing in the Discord now as a part of our cricket club. Which, if you wanted to know more about that, you can just click the link up there. It should tell you what you need to know about it. I bet you it's going to still make me go all the way back to Silver Moon. How much do you want to bet? You need to learn things, yes.
Anaria Shala. Aldiel Shala.
Complete the Fall of the Sunwell scenario. Okay.
Remain vigilant.
We're going to go in the raid. Cool. Alright, we're going to finish this up. Yeah, I'm really unsure about that, Angel. I guess we'll have to find out. Okay. Holding the line.
Citizens of Quel'Thalas, I have given you ample opportunities to surrender, but you have stubbornly refused. Know that today, your entire race and
Your
your
Danix.
ancient heritage will end.
Almost died. Oh, there's Arthas again.
Death itself has come to claim the high home of the elves.
Arthas slaughtered our remaining forces, and used the Sunwell to resurrect Kel'Thuzad as a powerful lich, corrupting its waters beyond salvation. Our people would have soon suffered the same fate had we remained linked to its magic. With a heavy heart, Prince Kael'thas decided to destroy the Sunwell.
The time has come. May the light of the sun guide us to the very end.
Sound of cannons. The Amani have landed on the shore. We must hurry.
Cut down enough undead for us to pass, and leave the rest for the trolls. That will buy us the time we need.
I think we're just gonna run through this then?
What has he done?
Escort Prince.
The soul of our people, now a desecrated font of decay. It worsens with each sunrise.
Liadrin, guard the entrance. Let none pass.
We shall hold the line until the very end. Salama Ashalanor!
Hero, with me. Protect the Magisters at all costs. We must reach the Sunwell.
We gotta be getting pretty close. This might have been designed for somebody to be high level to do this, but we're getting through it. It's not too bad. I just wish I didn't have to fight one thing at a time. That's not good. No, I didn't realize they were all epic. Or elites. Rip. Carry me back up to where Kel'Thuzad is. Let's see, there we go. Now we got some help. I'm dead. Alright, there we go. That'll be useful. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't reset anything, I don't think. In fact, he's just kicking butt and taking names, so... As long as Kel'Thuzos or whatever doesn't die, I think we're okay. Alright. I'm not sure when he wants to make the dip in there. Okay, here we go. That fear business is lame. Go here. We gotta defend this guy now.
The ritual appears to be working. Magisters, maintain your focus.
Sentinel.
It is done. Roma, teleport us to safety.
Nice.
And so ends the most tragic saga in our people's history. Follow me, champion. It is time to return the lantern to Silvermoon.
Nice. We did it.
Always remember that our people are not defined by tragedy, but by our ability to overcome it. From the ashes of the past, we carry the flame of hope into the future. The beauty of Eversong endures. It is my honor to present you with the regalia of our greatest heroes. Bilono Silaru, Belore Dorai. Rise, champion of the Sindorai. I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
Nice. We got it. Let's see here. Thought we had to. There we go. So this is what the Sindorai uniform looks like. I think that looks pretty cool, actually. That's pretty dang cool. Yeah, that's what we just unlocked. That will be the a reward for you to get. So we'll go ahead over to the town and transmog ourselves to see exactly what it's going to look like. It's very spiffy indeed. Not too bad at all, in my opinion. Old Man Barry. I think we'll have enough gold for it, probably.
Shall we get down to business?
And there you have it. That is our Sindorai armor on my character, which I think is pretty cool. I like it quite a bit. It definitely has that blood elf feel to it, and I'll probably use a couple of these pieces for my everyday transmog, especially at least one of the shoulders, because I usually do an alliance thing on my alliance paladin anyway, where I'll have one of the shoulders be kind of like either alliance or so on and so forth. So what we'll do is we'll do this instead, and put one of these Sindorai ones over here, like that. And the secondary one can be this. There you go. Very spiffy indeed. Yeah, so we were able to get quite a few things done today. We were able to get the Karesh hidden toy all squared away, and we were able to unlock the Sindorai or Blood Elf armor. So I think that's going to go ahead and be enough for us today here for the stream. But I do appreciate you all being here. A couple of announcements just to make sure that we're all on the same page is that if you are bored and you like the content that we have, first off, make sure that you're liking the stream, subscribing to the stream as well. That helps a lot. If, for whatever reason, later on today, you're just bored and you want some more cricket activity, then I would strongly suggest watching those on that playlist. That'll give me the majority of the hours that I need in order for us to become monetized. And then overall, that just does better for us, so then we can just keep making content like this. So please do that. And if you were interested in the fishing game over on Twitch, we have something dedicated just as good, if not better, set up for our Discord server now. So if you would like to be a part of that, click on the Cricket Club link. And what that will do is allow you to see exactly what we have going on for our Cricket Club, which is a dedicated community for movie night, game night, as well as our fishing competition as well. So if you were interested in any of those things, feel free to do so. The Patreon does actually include a monthly subscription. It's $5, but that is cheaper than it would be for you to sub to my channel on Twitch. Also, it helps me just to make sure that I can make ends meet while I'm still providing you all content and things like that as well. So I hope you all understand, and I hope you all are able to find some benefits to doing that as well. But like I said, I really appreciate you all being here and hanging out and being a part of the stream. Hope you all have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday coming up. So we'll see you all next time. Have a good one.